we had Charo here. We had my sister Jane. It was fun to have them in town. Charo was in town for her.
So much fun with her.
Yeah, she was great. It was great to have her. And Charo's birthday, and then she came. Obviously, she did the Palmcast. She did some bits with us that were just, oh my God,
ridiculous.
I mean, one of them is, I feel confident saying, is one of the 3 hardest I've ever laughed in my whole life.
Oh my God, you've been talking about it for days.
I know. Maybe they'll show you a clip of it today.
That'd be cool.
In the edit room or something. I really was in physical pain. And it was I almost couldn't continue doing it.
She's very funny. I mean, I think her timing is impeccable. Her point of view, you're like, oh my gosh, you're so funny.
And go ahead.
Can we tell them what we did for her birthday?
Yeah, sure.
So what's her actual?
She turned 79.
79.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of balloons in the house to say happy 100th birthday.
Yeah.
And then we made her favorite meal, which is chicken nuggets and French fries.
And French fries. We literally were like, you can have anything. It's your special day. What would you like? And she was like, I like fries. She really is a toddler in every sense of the word.
A toddler.
Yeah.
And she was thrilled. And she was like, oh my God, I am so happy to have this food.
This is delicious. And then the guy was like, because we hired a guy, and he was like, do you want me to make like grown-up food for the rest of you? We were like, yeah, that'd be great. So we had other food made. And then we had mariachis come and play, and she was weeping. Ay, these are the songs from my childhood.
Wait, but can I tell you what's so uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Is that she was staring at the mariachis and they were all making eye contact with her, and she was literally just like
holding clasping her hands,
and I'm like, oh, how uncomfortable.
Ay, ¿por qué no vamos a? And she's like singing it, and you're like, oof, man. Hey, could you put a fucking collar on or something? Collar?
I was like, are we like, is it horny? Like, did you feel like it was
like
too
overwhelming
romantic?
emotion? Yeah, overwhelming emotion. And so that was, we were spoiling her,
Yeah,
she's old as shit. She's going to die. So we
make this last year count.
And then I've been taking my flying lessons. So I took her up, and I don't want to give anything away, but, the ride did not go as she thought it would go. And I very much enjoyed that. I'll have some footage to share with you guys at some point soon here, but I mounted some GoPros in the chopper, and the way that this helicopter is designed, if you're a rear passenger, you can't really see what's going on in the like with the front so I sit in the front with the pilot, and we have the same controls. And so after we took off, I flew us across this area, and I'm taking us for like a scenic flight, and then I kind of banked over to this river. And then I looked at the guy, and because I already told him, I gave him a head nod, and he took the controls. He did some wild shit.
Yeah.
She was in a fucking panic.
That's hilarious.
And she was screaming. She was like, ah! She was screaming, stop.
So can I tell you, your joy and elation at torturing her, I totally understand.
You do understand it.
I understand it. And can we talk real talk for a second?
Yeah, sure.
My parents, my mother's dead, my father's still around. I think emotionally, they're about 3 years old apiece.
Yeah.
They are emotional toddlers, my family. And there's 2 ways you can go when your folks are like that.
Yeah.
You can become enmeshed with that. You grow up and you go, but I have to take care of them. I'm responsible for that.
And I know people like this.
And you go full Grey Gardens, and you know what I mean? You devote your life to trying to make them better and make them happy, or you realize later, like, oh, I can't make them happy.
You can't.
They're always going to be who they are.
Doesn't matter what you do.
It doesn't matter what you do. So you may as well have fun with it and fuck with them and just be like, I don't care. I don't fucking care.
I also had set up before, I was like, tomorrow's your birthday. This is the day before I go, tomorrow's your birthday. I go, I have a cold plunge. What do you think? I go, it's a new year. What do you, she goes, okay. And I was really surprised. I was like, really? She's like, yeah.
I was surprised too, actually.
So she steps foot, and she's like, ah! And my sister was like, you just got to get in. And she's about halfway in, and she is screaming, panicking. And I'm laughing so hard. And she couldn't step out. So I had to pick her up.
Yes.
and carry her out of it. And I was in
Ear to ear.
ear to ear. I was so happy. I've watched the video like 40 times.
Yeah, I know. We haven't watched our wedding video once.
Well, I'm talking about fun things.
You've watched you were ear to ear. You were so pleased. And that was a full day of Charo torture because that was before you did the airplane. And then you came home and you're like, get in the cold plunge, old lady.
Yeah.
Like I never thought, and she's getting there. She's frail.
She could not.
She'll break her hips. It's done. Like she is done at this point.
She was really.
You were so stoked to mess with her like this.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I was really. Let's see.
But good for you.
You can hear this.
Sit down. Legs out. Legs out. Put your legs out. Put your legs here. I got you. Put your legs out. Put your legs out.
Kids are laughing.
So she's saying, "Zach, I'm gonna take me out." Yeah. I had to pick her up. She couldn't step out of it, so I had to carry her out of it. It was so great.
And the kids are loving it, and your sister's ear to ear too. Everybody's loving the torture.
Yeah.
And then she's laying down. We're like, okay, we'll lay down on this whatever lounge chair and warm up. And she's like, my toes can't move. And they were like crippled toes, they were all like scrunched over.
It was pretty cold for your first time in one. It was pretty cold.
How cold is it?
It was 41.
That's misery.
Yeah,
that's my nightmare.
Yeah. That one doesn't get really much. That one, the lowest you can set it. I have it set at 39, but it never hits 39. It always stays at like 40 or 41.
It's terrible. Yeah. 41's still terrible.
It's cold. It's cold. And especially if you've never done it. And I was doing it like in the afternoon. So it was hot as fuck outside, but it shocks you. Yeah. Ooh, hey, Jeans, did you enjoy that highlight? Why don't you have one more click of fun around here? I don't know. Click here or here. Try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You can send it to your grandmother. You're not going to miss a moment of denim, okay? Try it out.